I assume you've watched all of it, right?
Of course.
I have also watched all of it.
What?
So
You've watched all of it?
Yeah, because I love the manga.
Before we continue, if you guys want to watch our reaction to said media, you can go to patreon.com/trashtaste. And you get to see our first reactions to the first hour of, I guess, each piece of media.
Yeah.
For this anime club. And yes, like I said, we're starting with 100 girlfriends that really love you. I'm dying to hear Connor's opinion about this because I'm sure Connor looked at the title and was like, God damn, how do they know my taste?
Yeah, it did. My first impression was, oh yeah, another Gaunt slop.
Why is it a Gaunt
Well, this is also a Joey slop as well.
But this is like peak Gaunt slop.
Why is it a Gaunt slop?
Well, that's what I felt going into it. Because I was like, oh, it's just like a generic show with lots of women who fawn over a guy and want to fuck him.
It's just harem anime.
Yeah, that's more on my alley than anything.
Yeah, but like this one felt like, because I feel like there's like some kind of rift that happened 5 odd years ago, or longer maybe, where like harem animes went from like, there'd be like just 4 girls that kind of like the main guy and barely even liked him, to be honest.
Yeah.
To now they're like fucking feral, mouth agape, legs spread wide, like just trying to get a glimpse of the MC.
I mean, I like to think though that 100 Girlfriends is almost a parody on like the harem trope, if you will. Like it's the extremified, because the whole show does not take itself seriously.
No, and then when the show started, I was like, oh, this seems promising.
Yeah.
Episode 1 opens up and he gets rejected by generic girl A.
Yeah.
I was like, they actually just called her generic girl A. And I was like, okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun. And then he's been rejected by 100 girls.
Yeah.
And I was trying to do the math of like how many girls he'd asked out, like how frequently. And he said he started at like age 8. And he's
he started at like 3 years old.
Yeah. Remember the first girl that rejected him was when he was a baby and he gave the flower?
Oh, 8 months old. That
8
was
months old. So, and presumably he was like what, like 15, 16?
Yeah, because he just went into high school, so he'd be 15, yeah.
And he's been rejected by 100 women. So I was like, that's like a woman a month he's been rejected by.
Bro's on the Sigma grind set, man.
And I was thinking,
or down bad.
We asked Joey to name a woman. Joey couldn't name a woman. I imagine if I asked Joey to get rejected by 100 women. That would take so long.
I don't even know 100 women.
I said, when I'm reacting to it, that's what I said. I was like, I don't even know 100 women. How can I get rejected by 100 women? And then how bad is it? Like, if again, I'm playing like a realistic lens. If you were like, do you remember when you got rejected by this girl, 33? And you'd be like, I have no recollection of that.
Yeah.
Because at some point you'd forget.
Yeah.
You would forget.
Because for most people, it's a traumatic experience. They want to forget, right?
I could tell you when I've been rejected in gruesome detail.
Yeah.
Every time in my life. But 100 times you'd think you'd get the hint.
Yeah.
And who keeps track?
He does.
Well, he does because he's been rejected.
So, he gets rejected 100 times and it's brutal. And then
on his last day of middle school.
On his last day of middle school.
Yeah.
Which is like what, age 14?
Something like that, yeah.
It's anime age. Who's
none of the ages really matter.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the shrine. And this is where the show, I was like, oh, this is quite fun, actually. He meets the shrine god, who's just an old man. And he's like, you'll get a lot of bitches now. It's on me.
because I think he didn't just meet a shrine god. He just met God, right?
Yeah.
Was it God?
I thought it was the god of love.
It was the god of love.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
The god of love.
And the god of love basically tells him, don't worry, king. In high school, you are going to meet the one true love. And he was like, bet, finally, let's go. So then they go into high school and he meets 2 girls on the first day at the same time. And
we're in the same class. You never met them before.
Same class. And they just instantly fall in love. And they do this like whole fucking Steins Gate-esque like like Slumdog Millionaire style thing. And they're like, oh my God, these 2 girls are like madly in love with me. But then the problem arises, it cuts back to the love of God. And he was like, yes, I kind of fucked up. Instead of writing 1 person that you'll fall in love with, on your form, I accidentally wrote 100. So there are going to be 100 true loves that you are going to meet in your lifetime.
Yeah, bro was watching like Kitchen Nightmares or something on TV, and it's just like, okay, everyone gets one soulmates, and then he accidentally wrote 100 for Rentaro.
Yeah.
But my boy steps up to the plate.
Absolute fucking giga chat MC.
That's not also what he says. He also says like, you'll get 100 women. Oh, and by the way, if you reject them, they'll die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which I was like, what? What is this? He's like, their life will be ruined and they'll die.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So now he has to date them all.
Yeah, because he's nice guy Rentaro.
Yeah.
And
And Rentaro hears that and he's like, now this sounds like a job for me. And he just fucking, so the whole point of the show is that whenever he sees a girl and he gets that little fucking electricity something,
Yeah.
that's the god's power telling him, this is one of your soulmates. And he has 100 soulmates that he's eventually, I assume, going to meet throughout the duration of the show. And I think within the first 3 episodes, we meet 3 of the girls.
yeah.
Yes.
So and it's also, and this is where you know that the show is not taking itself seriously, because all of the girls, not just the 3 that we saw in the first 3 episodes, but like pretty much the rest of the 97 girls, they're all basically parodies of a very tropey type of anime character. So like the first 2 girls we meet is I keep forgetting their names. There's the pink-haired girl who is like just a
Hikaru or Hikata?
oh fuck
Hinana?
Hikari?
Hikari, I think. Yeah. Shit. What's her name?
Hakari.
Oh,
Hakari.
Hakari. Yeah, Hakari, who is like basically she's like the kind of the clumsy dare type of character
Yeah.
trope, and then there's Karane, who is the most like
Tsundere.
fucking
It's Sun
extreme tsundere.
Sun.
Yeah, super tsundere. And they meet them at the same time in chapter 1.
Yes. And then in chapter 3 or episode 3, we meet Shizuka, which is the quiet, shy girl who is basically a mute at this point.
Yeah.
And can only speak through ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, it goes no. So this is the moment where like, okay, so I don't know about you guys, but like the first 2 episodes clearly is just like, you know, straight up like comedy harem. Like it's just like jokes flying everywhere. You know, even though there's like slight kind of like quote unquote wholesome moments, it's like for the most part it's kind of rooted in comedy.
Yeah.
What I liked about episode 3 with Shizuka is that like they almost take the story in like a somewhat kind of like proper serious romantic way.
Yeah.
In the sense that she's clearly this like mute girl who has had like a lot of like family trauma. Growing up, and she can't talk. But then Rentaro is like, hey, you can only talk through books. You know what? I'm going to do a fucking Giga Chad move because you are my soulmate. And I'm going to basically rewrite the entire book that you carry around with you at all times, throw it onto like a fucking text-to-speech program so that you can just like, so the thing can talk for you. And like, it kind of sets it up in like a very like wholesome, almost like, do you remember the World God Only Knows?
Yes.
It reminded me of that.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's in the same vein of like it's clearly like a romance that doesn't take itself seriously, but then it has some story progressions where it's like, oh, that's actually really fucking cute and wholesome.
Yeah.
I really like that about episode 3.
So a couple of things I noticed was that this is fast, the show.
Yes.
Because initially I put it to 1.25 speed, and within the first minute I had to turn that off because I was like, this is going way too fast.
Yeah.
Because I thought this was going to be a slog. I thought this was going to be like, fuck, another slop show. Fuck. But no, I had to turn it off because I was like, okay, this is actually going really fast.
Yeah. Because every 5 seconds there's a joke.
Yeah, it felt like harem for TikTok. Because it was like really, really fast, and I appreciate it. Because I never felt like it was it was trying to waste my time.
Yeah.
So props to the show for that. I did laugh quite a lot. There was some really funny moments.
It was really funny.
I mean, there's a moment, and look, I also like that at least in these new harems, they're kind of quick to get trying to get a kiss in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the older shows, it'd be like fucking 30 episodes to maybe get a little kiss
depends
on the cheek.
on what harem, what kind of harems. I would say this is more of a harem akin to something more on like the self-aware side of things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You guys won't get the reference, but I call this the Eminence and Shadow of harem because Eminence and Shadow does something very similar to the isekai genre.
Yeah.
Where it's something that doesn't take itself seriously at all until it 100% does, and then it fully locks in.
Yeah,
and then it goes back to being like, haha, funny show, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's obviously written by someone who is very, very knowledgeable of the harem genre. Enough so that the jokes aren't just like surface level. They're like, oh, you understand these genres to be able to poke fun at yourself. And then when you need to, also take yourself 100% seriously on what makes this genre like stand out.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a scene I thought was fucking stupid. It was fun. These two girls, and he somehow kind of convinces them both to have a relationship with him. And initially they're not down for it.
Yeah.
And the tsundere is like, absolutely fucking not. And the other girl's like, yeah, all right. And then the tsundere is like, well, fine then, I'll do it. And you're like, oh God, okay, here we go. And you're like, this is already like, this is a disaster. This is not going to go well.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, of course, they're on the roof and they're like talking. And for some reason, the discussion of having a first kiss comes up.
Oh, I love that scene.
That
It's
scene's so good.
And
funny.
he's trying to think of a democratic way to give everyone the first kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he conjures up this idea where he'll be blindfolded and they have to roll. It's like the most complicated, like
It's like the most liar game shit.
yeah,
you've ever
it's
seen.
like a Turing computer solving algorithm to figure out how to give which girl the first kiss. They have to like roll a dice, and if he rolls even, one of them has to go to the left, and they won't know who's left and who's got the kiss first. And he won't know ideally who's kissed. And in my whole head, I'm like, this doesn't make sense because you'll just know. Like when you kiss someone, there's like features. And then immediately he goes for a kiss and one of the girl has big boobs and he just immediately touches them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking in my head, I'm like, why would you go out to kiss a girl holding your hands like this? Like, you know what I mean? Like going up to touch someone's shit. I was like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But of course it was ended. It was very funny and it was chaotic. It was good fun.
Yeah. It's basically... I watched the scene and I'm like, damn, this is like if they put Death Notes.
Yeah, it was definitely like planning.
Yeah, you're right.
This is like when they were about to storm the Chimera Ant building in Hunter x Hunter. They had that much level of planning. They should have had a narrator and everything to be like, this is what's going to happen. They're going to drop down. It was ridiculous level of intricate planning for something that ultimately failed and didn't work.
Yeah.
But then somehow, I don't know how they agreed on this. This is like some kind of World War II era Soviet pact. They were like, we're all going to kiss each other at the same time. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I love it.
It was funny. It was good.
Did you like it?
I like the Hinaka. Is that her name? Did I get it right?
Which one?
Hakari. Sorry. Hakari. I liked Hakari the most.
Yeah, Hakari's really funny.
I just saw, I got spoiled.
Yeah.
Her mom is one of the girls.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
What?
yes.
Yeah.
Real shit. Real shit.
I liked her, so now I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yes.
And it says,
Do you want to have a look at her mum?
Yeah. Go Hahari Hana.
Wealthy,
Number 6.
wealthy, high-privileged mother who is as perverted as her daughter. I'm so lost.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I'm locked in.
Dude, she is like legitimately one of the funniest characters in the show.
Yeah. She's great.
It's so funny.
I would risk it all.
Yeah. Dude, hell yeah.
I would risk it all.
I would.
I guess we've just gotten into like
Voluptuous body, wealthiness, keen cosplayer. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think the one thing that you slowly, that you almost immediately get by watching the beginning of the show is that you should throw away all sense of disbelief.
Yeah.
Because the show gets progressively more and more ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, because
as it goes on. Yeah.
I could conceive that you could maybe convince two women to join you in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I could see that. It's been done before. It's not new ground.
But 100 girls? This is...
How could you even, it'd be like, oh, you want to hang out? You want to have a date? Well, I'm free in 4 months.
Yeah.
I got a day free.
Or it's like, all right, I'll give you 4 minutes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like you obviously there's not any sense of realism here.
Yeah, because I've read up to, I believe, volume 12.
Oh my God, you're deep in the lore.
I'm deep into the show because it was so fucking funny. And I think at that point we're at like 20 somethings girls.
I just saw elderly woman as one of them. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it gets pretty insane. But yeah, it's like,
what is a freeaboo?
what? Oh yeah. She's the basically an American weeaboo.
Yeah.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah. She's the
Yeah.
American.
Freeaboo?
Yeah, she's the American weeaboo. Yeah, freeaboo.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Of course, of course she's a horse girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's
Oh,
also
fucking hell.
she's also really funny as
Sorry, I
well.
just saw the mum. I spilled water.
Like, But yeah, the girls not only get more and more ridiculous in their tropes, but it's just like, I mean, people have read the manga will know, but it's just genuinely impressive how, even though, you know, you get to like say girl 20 in the story, right? You might start to think like, how can the author give enough screen time to any of these girls?
Yeah.
The author somehow does. I don't know how.
Well,
even though there's so many girls that appear, it's just like, oh yeah, I remember every single one of these girls because I think she made sure to like give them like such a distinct personality from each other that it somehow works.
Well, the thing is, and when you hear the title 100 Girlfriends That Really, Really, Really Love You, you think it's kind of like just you think the gag's going to get tired by like girl 5, right? Because it's like, oh, okay, haha, the joke is that he's going to get 100 girlfriends. And you think to yourself, how the hell is he going to do this with this many girls? But what you slowly start to realize is that the author is fucking dedicated, right? He doesn't, there's no throwaway girl. He or they, I should say. I
think it's a woman.
Yeah, I'm not going to assume. I just assumed it was a guy, but I don't know. I don't know if they're a guy.
Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure the author is a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, we're you know, if you said there's only like,
it's a guy. Okay.
I mean, if you know, we are only 100 girls.
Oh no, the illustrator is a woman.
Okay.
Well, we're what 20 odd girls in. I mean, it's hard to say if it will get repetitive. A quarter of the cast in.
Yeah, I don't even know how many we're up to right now. Because
I know they've said, the author has said that they're dedicated to doing all 100 girls. And the thing is, they are giving screen time to every single girl. They're giving like a backstory. They're giving adequate screen time. And the thing is, they will have chapters where it's not like you'd think they would want to speedrun this and being like, okay, I need to get through all 100 girls as quickly as possible. And I'm like, holy shit, reading this, they are going the One Piece route. They are going the long game with this. This is the One Piece of harem.
It's already at 200 odd chapters, right? Like
I believe so. How many girls are we at right now? 33.
Oh, wow.
33.
So we're a third of the way.
And we're at chapter 213.
An olfactophilic.
Olfatophilic.
What is that?
I think it's someone who is obsessed with like ears and nose.
What?
Well, I assume because I assume it comes from olfactory. Yeah, aroused by smells and odors.
Okay.
Close enough.
Okay, so we're about a third of the way in.
Yeah.
Literally a third.
We're literally a third of the way.
Okay, that's cool.
We are a third of the way through, and we're at chapter 200.
These descriptions are ridiculous. Clingy autophobic. What's autophobic? Movement? Like automation?
I don't know.
Why are they all scared of things?
What is an autophobic?
No,
you missed the A in autophobic. Is a specific phobia or a morbid fear of dread or oneself. So,
like autobiography or autos and like.
So basically a doomer.
Okay, basically someone on TikTok and Instagram comments.
And I guess the one thing that brings this all together is the main character himself, Rentaro.
Yeah.
Because you get to a point where he is more powerful than Goku. To be able to keep all of his girlfriends happy, he somehow has to I believe there's some chapters where he literally fucking clones himself. Or
with the scientist girl, right?
Yeah, or at least transcends the speed of light.
Okay, that makes sense.
So he can equally give every girl as much attention as each other.
I really enjoyed episode 1 and 2. Episode 3, I was like,
You don't like episode 3?
I don't know. I was kind of like, it was kind of weird because he's making out with these girls. He has a kiss with them. And this mute girl sees it.
Yeah.
And they're trying to sell me on a really serious romance here. And he's just on the fucking park bench kissing these other girls. Then he goes back to the mute guy to play savior.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm kind of I don't really buy it because next fucking chapter she'll probably be thrown to the side because the next girl's introduced and I'm like,
no, actually the silent girl, as far as I've read, she makes a lot of appearances.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Throughout the show. I'd say the first 5 girls probably make the most prominent appearances throughout the entire series.
Yeah, I guess because there's going to be 100. It's just really hard. I felt like there could be romantic moments, but I wasn't really sold on the romance.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think you're supposed to be sold on the romance.
No, but I felt like in episode 3 they were really trying to like lock in and give a serious moment.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he's literally just planning to bone this Hikari's mom in like 2 chapters. Like, I can't wait for it. But
well, no, I think what you come to realize the more episodes you watch is that Rentaro does not play favorites. There is no favorites here. In fact, it becomes like eventually it becomes this kind of like gag that they aren't his girlfriends anymore. It's gonna sound fucking even weirder, but it's just like the Rentaro family, you know?
Yeah,
because
pretty much.
well, I saw one of them's his cousin apparently.
Which?
yeah.
What?
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Shio-E, number 12.
This doesn't even fucking spoil anything because like I'm not going to remember any of this.
Yeah.
And she's ataxophobic.
What is a taxophobic?
I don't know.
Dude, the fucking 100 Girlfriends
Why are
Wikipedia
they
is
all
teaching
scared?
new words.
Why are they all scared of everything? Nope, that's not it at all.
No, that's not it. What is a taxophobic? It doesn't even come up on fucking Wiki. Okay, so the 100 Girlfriends Wiki is just making up shit.
Well, it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess because it was the first, moment in the show where they were trying to really sell you on some romance.
Yeah.
It felt like a very drastic change in mood. And I kind of preferred the chill style they were going for. So I think the more, if I was to watch more of it, I might enjoy it a bit more. But yeah, it was just kind of, it didn't sell me on it.
Fair enough.
And the whole, I don't know why, her, like, this book is fucked. This book is just every random sentence that you'd need. I was like, this is not how a book would work.
Yeah.
Like, you'd end up saying, like, why'd that ass fat love you? What the, I just feel like.
And then the hero said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's what like sells it for me on just like the ridiculousness of it.
Yeah, true.
And it just like legitimately, I've read a lot, like, because obviously comedy is very much subjective, especially in manga and anime.
Yeah.
But this one is legitimately one of the funnier ones that I've seen. Just
I think it was
because
very
like
funny. I
a
did
lot of
laugh.
the gags are not only unique because it's such a unique situation in a manga or anime story, but just like the author just does such a good job of like taking the tropiness of a character that you'd think you'd be fucking done with after having watched so many anime series, but somehow manages to create gags that I've never seen with those tropes being used. And I don't know how he does it, but it like, I'm like, 13 volumes in, it's still funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I can see it. It's probably why the manga is doing so fucking well.
Yeah, I imagine it felt like the more I watched, the more I would get into it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I mean, that's obviously most things, but like, it felt like it would reward me for sticking around.
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of just kind of wasting my time.
Because you're up until like a certain, like when you get to a certain point as well, at least how I got to it was like, after a while, I'm just like, all right, what fucked up girl is going to show up next? And it's always one you do not expect.
Well, apparently someone is scopophobic. What the fuck is scopophobic? And she likes knitting. The fuck is scopophobic?
Oh,
this girl,
one. The Komi-san.
An unreasonable fear of being seen or stared at. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They got Komi-san in there?
Yeah, literally Komi-san.
I've never heard of scopophobic before.
Me neither. I just thought that was shy.
That's I've watched a hentai with that character.
Oh yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Probably.
It looks like it.
She's the female hentai protagonist.
Yeah, no kidding.
Legit.
Right.
Fair enough. I mean, how many episodes are there in this anime?
So season 2 is I believe airing right now, or at least it was airing last season.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah.
So I believe there are 24 episodes out right now. Since season 1 was 12 episodes, and season 2 was also 12 episodes. I'm gonna guess.
Season 1 was 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt very horny, this show as well.
Oh,
it's definitely horny.
Like it is a horny show.
Yeah. 24 episodes.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know about you guys. I fucking love the art. I think the art is so unique.
The character designs I really like.
Yeah, it's really, really unique. And it works so well for this show as well.
Yeah, they made a really, really good. They've done a really good job at making each character design like unique as well. They don't all just blend in together. And I don't know, just the more girls you add, the more ridiculous it gets. I mean, the moment where I was like, this is, how are they going to make this work, is when obviously now that we've talked about it, when Hikari's mom gets introduced and it's like, wait,
how does this fit?
How do they mentally process this? Like mom, daughter, they are dating the same guy.
Yeah.
And it's the dynamic that they form around this. They obviously acknowledge it. And it's this weird dynamic, but they somehow make the dynamic work comedically without making it awkward.
I was going to say, if you'd have told me that moms are on the tail, I would have locked in for another couple of episodes.
Oh, dude, this show is legitimately for everybody because every kind of like trope or like any kind of like this fulfills any fetish you might have because there's probably at least one girl who's like smack bang like, yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, I fucking love this show.
So yeah, this is a show if for anyone who like you don't even need to enjoy harem genre to enjoy the harem genre to enjoy a show like this. I think the show stands on its own merits, but if you have watched harem anime before and you are familiar with the tropes that and the archetypes that come with harem anime, I think you're going to enjoy this even more.
Yeah.
I would say this is much more on the comedy parody side of things, much more on the romance side of things, but there is romance aspects to it as well.
Yeah.
The important thing is that the difference between this and every other harem is that there is no best girl because Rentaro will fucking come to your house and and he will come. He'll come to your house and he will kill you for even mentioning a best girl because every girl is best girl in this show.
It felt like I got like 3 speedrun romances in 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So I think like if you go into it expecting a very fun, funny speedrun of love, then you'll have a good time. And again, I had a good time watching it.
Genuinely funny show.
I had fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
So well done, patrons, for this recommendation.
Thank you,
Connor
patrons.
likes it.
I did like it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
No
It was
fucking
fun.
way. Connor actually enjoyed this one.
Yeah. So there you go. That'll tell you something if you know anything about Connor's taste in anime. Even he liked it. So
Yeah, I had a good time. It was fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.